Sam McCarthy, Design and Development Lead at Plant Designs. We're here at Planted, which seems an obvious place for you guys to be, I guess. I mean, Sam, could you tell us a little bit about, what you do, but first of all, what Plant Designs are all about and why you're here at Planted?
Sure, so we are Biophilic Design consultants and we work with architects and designers all over London to basically deliver on their biophilic designs. There's been a huge shift in the industry in the last few years where biophilia has become an integral part of workspaces. So we are here to help them realise those designs and help take them through the process in incorporating nature into the built environment, basically.
Amazing. A biophilic design consultancy, not something that maybe those of us of a certain age have heard before, certainly something that we hope here at Planted lots of people will be hearing more about in the future. Perhaps if we could, Sam, we could just start off by just giving the viewers who aren't sure exactly what biophilic design is a very top line outline of what it is.
Sure, so by definition, biophilia means our innate and emotional affiliation to nature, and it's this well-researched theory that we perform and feel much better when we're surrounded by natural elements. So biophilic design is basically taking that concept and that research and applying it into interior design, home design, office design, that kind of thing. And yeah, it's a massive trend at the moment because there's a lot of people that are realising the impact and the benefit that nature can have on the human psyche, and they realise that actually people are more productive, more creative, and generally healthier and happier when they're around nature. So we're seeing a lot of it at the moment.
And this is in workspaces and the home?
In workspaces and in home. We typically tend to work in commercial spaces, so mainly commercial offices, but also some retail spaces and hospitality as well. We do extend our services to some high-end residential properties, but it's not something that we explore that much, mainly because it doesn't really get asked of us that much. People tend to if people want to bring plants and nature and biophilia into their home, they tend to want to do it themselves and they want to take some ownership over it. So we're happy to help and advise in certain areas, but it's not something that we come across a lot.
At Planted, we're very much keen to promote the commercial case for nature. People sometimes wonder what on earth that means, but I guess you guys are living proof that there are commercial benefits to filling your office space with wonderful nature-based plants, but also just the wall that you guys have created behind you there, Sam. I'm just looking at it now, and I immediately feel calmed and at one with myself looking at that. There's a really solid commercial reason to do this, isn't there?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, there's plenty of research to suggest that people are more productive, more creative around plants and around nature, up to 15% in fact. There's a great study by the University of Exeter by Dr. Craig Knight, who basically found that introducing plants into an otherwise lean space can actually improve people's output pretty much overnight. Which is quite incredible. There's also a lot of evidence to suggest that people will perform and execute tasks more creatively and think more creatively when surrounded by nature as well. There's a really great study that happened in the US where a group of hikers went into the mountains, and there was two groups. One group completed the task in nature and one group completed the tasks outside of nature. And the group that completed the task outside of nature completed it much quicker, much more creatively, up to, I think it was about 47%. So it's quite a significant difference. So yeah, there's most definitely a big case to be made for it.
And on a personal level, Sam, what drew you into this? Why are you so attracted to this type of design?
So I started my career as a garden designer, but I very quickly moved into the world of interiors just because I found it a lot more interesting, more fascinating. And I think the research moves really quickly, and it's just really exciting. I think we've been doing gardens and garden designs for many years, but this is so new. Not a lot of people know about it. And I think in the next, I'd say 5 to 10 years, I think it's going to become less of a nice to have and more of a need to have, especially for some of the big, big corporate clients that we work with, and even to smaller projects and people's homes and stuff like that. People actually understand the benefit of what we're doing and how important it is. And I think over the next few years, you're going to see a massive shift in people wanting this absolutely everywhere in everything they do.
I completely agree with you there. I think you're really onto something, and you guys feels very much like you guys are ahead of the curve, which in some ways feels a strange thing to say because nature's always been there, but it feels like we've completely overlooked it, haven't we, and bypassed it. But Sam, I'm really grateful for your time. If we could just end, perhaps you're obviously here or at Planted. What have you guys found at the event? Like, who are the people that you've spoken to, and obviously what drew you to show here in the first place?
Well, we obviously believe in the concept of biophilia hugely, and as soon as we heard that there was a festival celebrating biophilia and sustainable design, we were like, we have to be a part of this. We've got lots of experience in it, so we want to talk about our experiences. Also, you had a fantastic panel of speakers led by Oliver Heath as well, who is Mr. Biophilia. So, we wanted to be a part of that, and we wanted to just showcase our work and our expertise and make sure that people know that in London, certainly, we're the people to talk to in terms of biophilic design.
It's fantastic. Well, Sam from Plant Designs, it's fantastic to see you here at the show. It's fantastic to talk to you right now, and we're very much looking forward to working with you guys again in the future. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Sam.